Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, guys. Happy new week. Happy new week to everyone. And guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and please guys hit the subscribe button and like my channel or like my video. Share it if you want. Thank you so much for taking out your time to watch my video, even though I'm a talkative. I like making video and talking to myself. So today, gossip time, ladies, gossip time. I want to talk about myself and my regret. Actually, I want to talk a little bit about me and regret, and also tell people, if you're out there, it's okay to say no. Okay, you don't have to say yes to everyone, and you cannot make everyone happy. All right, it's not your fault. No matter what you've done, no matter how bad things are, it's okay to say no, and follow your gut. A lot of time people don't follow their gut. A lot of time people want to prove. They want to prove a point. I have to prove to anyone. I have to convince somebody. Somebody must like me. They must love me. They must accept me. It's okay for, not everybody would like you. And it's okay for that. It's not your fault things are bad in their life. You have to know this. It brought me to this. I'm just going to be jumping through the story. One day, I'm going to be talking a full story about myself. I'm also writing a book about myself, actually. I've been doing this for a long time, putting down everything that happened in my life. People I meet, holidays, things that happened to me. It's a good memory. Every time when I'm alone or just want to laugh, I go through it and I laugh. So guys, my regrets, I would say my regrets, one of my regrets really, nobody is perfect. One of my regrets is saying yes to everything. I'm not going to blame anyone for this. I'm not blaming somebody. Look, when I did the mistake, when I'm wrong, I accept that, okay, I was wrong. So I learned from it. A few years ago, I said yes to everything, to everyone, especially when they tell me this story. My life was horrible. This happened to me. I feel the need of helping everyone. I say yes to even things I don't even know, even though a lot of those things, I was against it, like friends who lie, friends who do things that I didn't really support, but I end up saying yes to help them cover up. I cover a lot of things for people. Sorry about the noise, guys, sorry. I cover a lot of things for people. I was just trying to make everybody happy. I wasn't doing this because they were paying me, I was getting something for it. Actually, no. I was just trying to make them happy because of what they have said, what they've been through. Which is it, I was like, oh my God, this person does okay, I'm just going to do it. Don't worry. I'm like, promise you won't do it again. And then they will do it again and again. I find myself worrying about everybody. I was very private. Nobody ever asked me, are you okay? What is going on? Everybody just thought like, oh, she's fine. She's okay, don't worry. She never have problem anyway. She don't have crazy family. She don't have crazy life. People just thought that my life was so perfect. When I left my grandparents' home, right, I wanted to find myself. I wanted to be independent. When I was older, I was like, I'm 18 going to 19 now. I have to leave. I want to be my independent. I want to do whatever I want, however I feel. But I did. But at the same time, I end up meeting different type of people that always have issue. I always find myself in a situation where I'm trying to help somebody. Sometimes they will listen. At least they make me feel like they're listening to me, but in the sense that they don't really take it. When it's too late, they're like, yeah, you want me? I'm so sorry. Please help me. You are a rock. You are a superhero. It's like I was responsible for a lot of people. A lot of them were older than me. Seriously, I was like, but I want you. Then I find myself saying yes without thinking about it. I just say yes to everything. If those people would have asked me to give them my arm, I would have said yes to it without even thinking about, just to make them happy. No, you don't have to. It's not your fault they have bad life. It's not your fault. That you're not responsible for their mistakes, for the bad things that's happened to them. And that was my regret. I say yes to everything. I didn't even think about it. I just find myself saying yes to everyone. Even some things that I don't even know of, I just say, I find myself saying yes to it just to make people happy. 2 years ago, gradually, I remember I was having a group chat with friends. These friends are married. Some of them have children. They're quite comfortable. At least they appear to be perfect. They have everything. To be honest, like they're not hungry or anything like that. I make a comment to one of my friends, my female friend. When every once in a month we all come together and make end of the month. Actually, we have a long Skype group chat or Gmail group chat video call. We talk. We all just talk. What do you think? I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm just worried. The things women talk, gossip women make, right? I make a comment for the first time. I said, I'm not happy. And before that, I thought that if I got a new apartment, I would be happy. I was not. If I just get maybe if I just get a car, I would be happy. I was not. I was like, before that, I told them, you guys are my friend, right? They said, yes. And I was the only one that never, give them my truth, talk about myself, if I'm in pain, if I'm having a bad day at work or at school, Even there was one part when I would go back to school, nobody knew about it except two of my friends who came to visit. On the weekend, she was like, you're not working the weekend, so we just go out. Like, I have clients. Like, you're back in school. Like, yeah, I want to get a degree, Yeah, but you don't need to. I know, but nobody knew. I didn't tell them because everybody give me their problem. So I can't actually talk about mine. I just keep it to myself, except I talk about some with my best friend, Tom. My Switzerland friend is my best friend, my family, we've been friends for a very long time, Every time we come to Africa, especially to my mother's country, he will, like, my grandparents like him. His parents like me too. He just see me as his younger sister, brothers and brother, With him, I can just tell him how I'm feeling. But with my female friend, because everybody have they just keep coming with their own issues. So I see my own issue like, I don't really have a problem. They are the one, they need a listening ear. Even when I'm busy, they will call me. I will find a time to talk to them. Like, yeah, are you okay? I get worried over them. Like, worried. Sometimes when you're being so nice to people, they don't appreciate you. Like, they don't know how good you are to them. Like, they don't really value you. They do value you in somehow, but somehow they neglect it. Like, she's always going to be there for us. She's our superwoman, This is why I said I regret a lot of things. My greatest regret was saying yes to everybody, covering up for something I did not know, making everybody my responsibility. They need help, you just be there for them, just give them a little bit of joy, and being at the same time they take you for granted. You understand what I mean? So 2 years ago, everything I changed. New house, car. I wasn't still happened. I was also doing an Uber business. Nobody knew about that. Just few people knew about that. My friend Tom and Eric. I didn't tell anybody. So when I have my own private car, I'm a very private person. I don't like talking, so I just talk a little, just talk about myself a little, maybe 1%. Sometimes I don't even say anything at all. I just keep quiet and look at you, And I'm also the type that if you're my friend or any type of friend you ask me, colleague or anything, and you're lying, I would never tell you you're a liar. I would just advise you or just listen. It's none of my business really. If you're lying, it's your life. I'm not going to call you out. You're lying. But one thing is, I put everything that I never forget. Some of the times, I record some of the conversation, like, I don't do it just to blackmail anybody or just to say, you said this, just so I will put it down later. People lie a lot. They'll tell you one thing tomorrow or 2 weeks later, they'll say another thing. I remember everything anybody tell me, even though sometimes they think I'm stupid, but I'm not. This went on for so long. For the first time, I told them, this was 2018. I told my friend on a group chat. Let me go back to my conversation. I said, I'm not happy. I said, but what? How can you not be happy? There were three of my friends that are married for the wrong reason. I told them, you don't need to do this. No, I have to get married. Some women just think marriage is just the starter. But some people are so desperate for it. I gave him 2 years of my life. I'll just pretend, don't worry. Maybe when I marry him, he will just change. I was like, no, don't do it. So we're just talking. As usual, I always put everybody's drama in my head, try to find a solution, try to make things work, try to say, okay, let's do it this way. And when things go wrong, they will remember what I told them. Oh, I'm so sorry, I should have listened to you. And they go back doing the same and the same. So I didn't even have time to focus on my own my life. I was busy helping other people. At some point, I told them, I'm not happy. I think it was a few days to my bed. They were like, how can you not be happy? Things are going well for you. You don't have a kid. You can go anywhere, anytime. You have the business and it's even working. You have Uber business, you have your own car. You're in a new house. How can you not be happy? I said, I don't know. But they just dismissed it. Oh, please, I'm wishing to have your own life. I regret marrying. I regret going to this country. I regret taking it. I should have just started my business. People were just talking. It gets to a point that you're like, maybe they're right. My life is, I'm the one with the perfect. Why am I even complaining? And so at least you have don't worry, just your family don't tax you for money. You have an amazing life, even though they are strict. At least your life is just, you don't know, somebody, at least few people were saying things like, I wish I'm in your position. It's like, when somebody, more than 5 people tell you this, you're like, maybe you're taking your life for granted. Last year when I had a stalker, before that in 2015, my doctor told me something. I didn't take him seriously. He said, it's a doctor and a psychologist, right? You look at me, I profile you, you're a very nice guy, I like your personality, you're funny, you don't take life so seriously. You always, people, do you have the feeling, like, when you are serious, people often take you on serious, just the way you said it. You said it so calm, you don't care, you just say it. I was like, how do you know? Your personality, I just like your personality. So I was like, do you want to talk about yourself? I was like, no, I don't want to. So last year, I had a stopper. I was just so stressed. And I was even sick at the same time. The doctor was like, so I have an allergy. I drink a lot of energy drink. For the longest time, I was finding it hard to sleep without sleeping pill. I find it so difficult. I can't even sleep on the bed. Sometimes I have to sleep on the floor. It's so hard to sleep at night. And I was into a lot of energy drink. I drink so much of it. And sometimes I kind of sleep, like, not sleep, like I have to take sleeping pill. So at some point it became too much on my system. The doctor was like, God, tell me what's going on. I didn't want to tell him at the beginning. I finally opened up to my doctor. I said, doctor, I'm having a problem. I just moved out from my other apartment before I moved here actually. And I said, I have a stalker. I'm on the dating site. I said, are you sure? Before that, I was like, I'm just talking right now. So please, I just want to be as normal as I can. So I was like, doctor, I'm so stressed. He said, I can see it, your blood pressure, everything. What? Tell me. You can, come on, you can tell me anything. He was my doctor, right? He also, we are friends too. So I was like, nothing, do tell me the truth. Just be yourself and tell me. And then he offered me a help and said, if you don't want to talk to me, I will refer you to somebody else to talk to. I'm like, I feel comfortable around him. Actually, I feel safe around him. I have friends that said, I think this doctor like you. I was like, no, he just liked me as a person. And actually, he just liked me as a friend. And I said, are you sure? He said, yeah, you can tell me anything. So during closing hour, I started talking to him. I said, it's a long story. He said, tell me everything. Just relax. We'll talk. I don't, after work, sometimes we talk from 7 in the evening to 11. And he even dropped me off at home. We'll just be talking. Then when I had when I started actually being unhappy, this unhappiness started from April actually, after a phone call from my grandparents. I don't know, after my friend's birthday, one of my best friend's birthday, she noticed it for me. She was like, are you okay? Lately, you've been distant. I don't know, I just have this feeling that you're not okay. This was the first time for her to actually ask this. You okay? I don't know, you get distracted. You're looking, but you are here, but you're not here. I was like, I'm fine. Please tell me. I was like, I'm fine. And then why you asking? She was like, the other day I heard you at the balcony. Your grandparents were talking. You told your grandparent that you're not happy, and I'm just asking, is everything okay? And seriously, I was like, I don't know, I'm not happy, and I don't know why. She was like, really? This is weird. This is serious. Did I do something wrong? Did any of us do something wrong that you don't like? I said, no, I don't know. It's been happening for 2 years now, and I've said it before. At that time, you were not on the chat, but everybody just dismissed it. And with the problem happening in our friend's life, I felt like I was being ungrateful with the life I have. So I just think, now I don't know. Then when I had that, the stalker thing, oh God, the stalker thing was like, it really bothered me. Even though I didn't make it obvious to my friend, I told my doctor, I said, doctor, this is what is happening. So we start talking. He said, tell me everything. I can tell you, apart from my male friends, Tom, and one or two of my male friends, I've never been so open, like telling everything. Like, I wrote some down. Do you want to read my diary? He said, tell me first. I said, it will take a long time. This is a long story. I've really never really said it like this. Try me. So I start talking. I talk and talk and talk. 1 day, 2 days. Every evening, days after work, every evening I will go stay. When I get to the house after surgery, I will stay in the doctor's office or just the relaxed talk. We need to get you. I managed to get myself off energy drink, stop smoking shisha. I've even reduced smoking shisha. But it was difficult. At this point, I was not able to take my sleeping pill anymore because I've been taking them for a long time, for a very, very long time, So I just tell him everything, and he was like, the first thing he said, you worry too much about everybody. For the first time, you have to be selfish for yourself. This was the first advice. Whatever happened is not your fault. They are not your responsibility. The thing that happened, it's not your fault. You have to move on. You have to stop helping everybody. I was like, really, just like that? He said, yes. Just simply say no. You can't say yes to everyone. You cannot make everybody happy all the time. I was like, just like that. Just When they ask you for help, you just say no. He said yes. Say no, or you tell them, I will think about it. Don't say yes right away. And he said, you know what, you need to take a holiday. It's like, really? At this point, I had a few Ukraine friends. They knew that I was having this stalker issue and it was affecting me really bad. And they were like, you can come and stay with us. And my friend, one of my friends, my best friend, I didn't really want them to be worried because I know they were like, come to my country, come to the country I am, you can stay. A lot of them were living in a big house, married, and things are good with them. But I'm not, I like my privacy. I enjoy my quietness. I don't just want to. I was like, okay, I will think about it, I'll come. But somehow I was worried. I was really, for the first time, I was really scared for my life, really. So my doctor he came over to the new apartment and said, okay, this, we like it. You need to start closing this door. I was downstairs. You need to start closing this door. Don't leave it, go through the other door, go through the lift, close it, you come, talk. And my Ukrainian friends were willing to help, come and stay with us for a while. But my doctor was like, don't stay with anybody. Go for a long trip. This time, let it be for you. Think about only you. I told him everything. Even the people I've met, even reached. So the few people, even the people that I have a little bit of fling with, it was opened, like totally open. Even this doctor actually know the things I didn't even tell my female friends, apart from my best friend, Tom. So, because Tom know my family, I was like, okay, I'll just off my phone. He said, yes, off your phone. When you go to France, off your phone, have a good time. Take 3 weeks off. Even 1 month, I don't mind. Rest, relax your body. When you come back, we'll find a new apartment for you. You need to leave this place. Or if you want to stay with your Ukrainian friends, you can. I was like, okay. First day when I arrived at Paris, I love Paris, the French country. So I have friends there too. When I arrived, I'm like, oh, one day, no phone call. I was feeling well, like, what if my friends need me? They send me email. The doctor called me right away and said this, like, I said, off your phone. This is for you. You need to relax yourself. Be yourself. Do not worry about anybody else. Does not matter. You matter right now. Your high blood pressure is really high. So please, this is for your own good. I don't know, for some reason my phone just stopped working when I went to the north part. And he said, you know what? Go through everything you've written down. The things you show me and the ones on your hard drive. Just go through them. Take it. Worry less about all that. Just focus on yourself. And I took the advice, really. I went to that island, beautiful island, touristic, with nice beach and all. I ate really good food. I'm a big fan. Half of my friends are from French-speaking countries, so I was just so relaxed. I was just thinking, I went with friends. I left them in Paris. I just went differently, I think I met an old friend. Anyway, it's not important right now, so I just went there, started thinking. I was like, oh my God, my doctor is right. I just went back to old thing where I thought, why am I not happy? What is causing it? Why? I feel like I don't understand, It's okay to say no. If you say yes to anything, always please, take your time to think about it. It's okay to say no. And if you say yes, go back and say no. When somebody tells you something, tell them, I would think, don't say yes at the beginning. Don't be quick to say yes. You're a human being. You're somebody too. Always tell them, give me time, I need to think about it. And if you've already said yes, go back and you can still change your mind and say no. Don't say yes to everybody. You cannot make everybody happy. You can help everyone. My doctor was right. You cannot help everyone. You have to be selfish at some point. If that makes you being a bad friend, it's okay. That's good too. Talk to somebody. Don't keep it all in. Don't try to save everyone and be dying. No, you are human. And it's okay. It's okay to cry. When I look back at everything I cry myself. I was like, oh my God. I left home to have my freedom. I got stuck into people's business. Things that doesn't even concern me. I said yes to everyone to make them happy. And most of the time, they were not even appreciating my effort. When you change, number one, when you start saying no, when you stop saying yes, they will not trust me. You will lose a lot of people, but you're better off losing those people that don't value you. They don't know that don't value your effort. The lengths you go to make them happy, the ear you give them, even when you're busy, you are there to answer their phone call. My friend, how are you? Are you okay? Are you happy? Oh, please, don't worry, everything will be fine. They will not value you at the beginning. When you start saying no to them, they start asking, what's happening? They know immediately. At the beginning, like, what is happening? I felt it. I start saying no. Let me think about it. I even told her, I said, I've changed. I'm sorry if you are going to do this So do not involve me. I'm not going to cover up for you. I just called everybody. I was like, I'm not going to do it. They're like, really? Just like that? I said, did you do anything? I said, no. Now does everybody know now? The ones that I knew that trying to explain to them I would just be wasting my time. I called them off. I just stopped talking. I didn't block them. I just stopped talking. They call me. I don't answer. Even when they call me sometime, I'm not busy. These days, when people call me, they're like, I know you're busy. I know you're busy, maybe you're still working or you're doing something, but please, can you call us back? Some people, some friends start to say, please, are you available? Please, it's very important when you have time. Before, they don't do that. They just call me because I'm always there to help everybody. So people didn't even respect my own privacy, you know. They can do anything they like. They can come to my house and do whatever they like. I don't say no to anything, you know. Since last year, since almost a year now, I think next month we actually make it a year. Everybody now knows where they belong. You will lose some friends. Trust me, you will lose some friends when you start saying no. When you start saying no, I will not do it. I'm sorry, I cannot help you. You will lose some. The ones that want to stay will stay. The ones you think that they will not listen, let them go. You don't need them. I particularly, I enjoy being all by myself than staying with people. I just